So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy.
Oh my goodness.
Try to take a shower here, guys. Come on, get out of here. Close your eyes.
Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, good to see y'all this evening. Man, I hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday night and a great weekend. Oh my goodness. We got a lot of fine folks back there in the green room. And anyway, I just want to thank y'all for being here tonight. Yes, we're episode 119. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put this banner across the bottom here. And if you'd like to enter in our giveaway tonight, you can type in hashtag HBN119 on the side chat, and that'll get you entered in tonight's giveaway. And so we are still at the skinny purple knife right now, or pink, purple, rose gold, lavender. It's got a lot of names. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here. And I want to start bringing out our guests. And I want to welcome KY Rimfire and Hobbies. Said KY that way I don't say Kentucky Fried this time. So said KY that way.
Yeah, don't get it mixed up because we're both on here tonight. So,
oh man, how
I've
you
had a pretty
doing?
good week. Had a good work week. Been busy this weekend. I've spent so much time here lately helping out people with flood relief and stuff. I had to spend some time catching up here at home on some stuff. So, got one video shot today, but I've uploaded like 3 videos today trying to make some space on my iPad because I'm still having storage issues. But anyways,
Oh no.
Thanks for having me tonight, and I look forward to the show.
Well, good to have you, buddy, and good to see everybody out there, especially Mr. Bob out there. We know that he just got out of the hospital, so good to see you. Doing good, buddy, and healing up. And we got a lot of people saying hi to Mr. Bob, man. Anyway, I've not done this in a little while as far as asking the panelists when they come on. And I know this is probably going to be easy for you, and it is for most people, but did you make somebody's day better this week, or did somebody make your day better anytime this week?
Yeah, you caught me off guard. I'm sure.
Well,
I mean, I've been trying to make a couple's day better for the last couple of weeks. So
yeah,
yep.
yes,
So
you definitely have. Now, on the flip side of that, did somebody make your day better in the last week or so?
Oh yeah, I've got some good news about my dad. So, yep,
Awesome,
absolutely.
awesome, good stuff, buddy. Yeah, and you shared that news, and man, that what a blessing that was. So, man.
So I guess to be clear about it for people that don't know, my dad's latest cancer report showed that part of it is gone, and the other part that's still there is shrunk down to half of its size. So his chemo that he's taking is working against the cancer that he has in his lungs. So that's awesome.
That definitely make feller's day better. No doubt. Goodness. Well, thank you so much for being on here tonight. Chad, as usual, always appreciate you, brother. And up next we have JH586. How you doing, buddy?
Better than I deserve. Great news, Kentucky. It's great to hear. Just praise God for that, and we know He answers prayers, and we'll continue to pray about that. But I don't know if you're going to be mad about this or not, but I really like the Popeyes chicken in the green room, Hillbilly. I ain't crazy about Popeyes biscuits, but the chicken is right up there. But thank y'all for having me, and thanks for putting up with me. It's always great to hang out with y'all a little bit. And I'm going to have to get off of here a little bit earlier tonight. I got church in the morning. I've been hanging out with you guys too late on Saturday nights. It's been tough to get up on Sunday. So, y'all bear with me. I appreciate it.
We understand that. We're always glad to have you, even if it is for a short time. No doubt about that, brother. Yeah. Anyway, man, a lot of people out there in side chat. I mean, just awesome to see everybody out there. So up next we have Hasbro. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Hey, doing good. Good to be with you guys tonight. Thankful, very thankful for Chad's news about his father. That is awesome, and his prayers answered. And we just hope the Lord continues to bless him and healing as you know, as much as possible. He's been through a lot, we know. So very, very thankful for that. But it's good to be with you all, and going to have fun tonight.
Awesome. Well, appreciate you being here, buddy. And did anybody make your day or week better?
Oh yeah, I should have answered that. Well, you know, I try to help other people make days better, and giving some different causes, including Chad's neighbors, things like that. It's just small things here and there, but I try. And then my day was made better twice this week by a little girl in Georgia on FaceTime, calling her Papa. And I tell you what, it's just precious moments. And so I look forward to that every time.
That's a great day right there. Being around your grandchild, no doubt. Well, thank you so much, Hasbro, for being here. Appreciate it. And up next, we have Nibs from Walnut and Steel. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Can't be better. Had a good week. It was good weather, and then today it turned back to winter again. March came in with like a lion. So,
no,
having a lot of fun and making air gun videos, and hopefully get to the range for my 22s pretty soon.
Oh wow!
And I think I've made
a lot of videos, and they're great to watch. Always fun.
I think I made a couple people's week better this week. Helped my pastor move his tractor back over to his house. He just can't do it by himself anymore. So, and I made a new acquaintance. He really wants to stay anonymous as far as his name goes, but we did a little bit of horse trading for some scopes and stuff. And I threw in one of my mugs and sent it along with my package back to him. And he was pretty tickled pink about that. So
I'm still hoping you'll trade me Christmas Wish Red Riders from scopes that you're not offering.
That scope's not on there no more.
That is good stuff, buddy. Well, thank you so much for being here, Nibs. Appreciate you, brother. And up next, we have Moondog 2A. How you doing, buddy?
Very well. Feeling a lot better than yesterday. I went to go see my doctor for a physical, and he said, you're due for your tetanus booster and for your Hep B or I forget which one, and then pneumonia. And he said, well, you want to schedule them? I said, we'll just do them all today. We'll do it all at once. And big mistake. The next day I was just out. not only did I start. Yeah, I woke up with a fever. I'm like, okay, this is a little. I'm not 20 years old anymore. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of like their servicemen and women walking through the line where they're getting shots on each shoulder, huh? And man,
I remember that.
it would be hard to forget, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, doing better today. I still feel a little tuckered out, but much better than yesterday. I caught a little bit of Jamie's live stream towards the end, and I know I saw an invite from you, Hillbilly, to join the pop up, but I was just not a not a good person to be talking to yesterday. But as far as making somebody's day better this week, I've been taking care of my mother-in-law who's had the flu all week, and this is the worst case of flu. I mean, she thought she had something worse, and so she's been very out of it. But so I've been driving my wife over there back and forth all week. In fact, I still have to go this evening. I'll probably leave about the same time as Jamie as usual. But instead of going to practice, doing choir practice, I have to go drive out to go see her. But anyway, so for as far as making my day better or my week better, it was my cousin who is a consultant for culture in corporate deal making or corporate sponsorships. So he sent me a video of this TV star who I don't know. It just reminds me that I don't watch enough television or radio, because he named a couple of new singers and I didn't know who they were. He said, "Oh, you should listen to this." So he sent me a video of this new young singer, and so okay, I'll have to get up to date. I'm just getting too old to know who these new young artists are. So yeah, that was my little thank you for that.
Awesome, good stuff. Yeah, and I hope you get feeling better, and also your mother-in-law does, buddy. And anybody
Thank
else
you.
that's out there that's under the weather, man. Wow. Yeah, I appreciate you being here, brother. And up next we have Garage Guy 879. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing really well here. It's been a few weeks since I've been able to get on. It's good to see everybody again. All those people over there in the side chat, we'll say hello to them. Like Saturday night, my friend, let's have some fun.
You betcha. Well, did you get a chance to make anybody's day better, or anybody make your day better this week or so?
Yes, sir. The internet repairman finally came and made my
good.
day a lot better. My signal had gotten so weak it wasn't even funny. And he sent me a text before he arrived, so I left work to make sure it got done. And he climbed a pole down across the road from the house and replaced a wire about that long in it and some little square module box he put in, and said it was good to go. And signal strength came right back up, so I'm good.
Oh, that's great, buddy. Yeah, ain't it amazing how something is so aggravating, like that. And, it's something just so simple. And sometimes I think Jamie said they had to replace his entire line or something underground. But it's really something like that's hard to deal with, especially if you're doing videos and lives and all that stuff. So
yeah, I was finally able to I should have had my video uploaded last week, but I finally got it uploaded yesterday morning.
Well, cool. Well, good to have you here, buddy.
Thank you.
And we still got some more awesome people in the back chat here. We have Mr. Gizzard Gary, everybody's favorite Gizzard. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you here. But now, did you get to make anybody's week better, or anybody make your week better this week?
Well, I got to visit my granddaughter today, so I guess we made each other's day better.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Those grandkids definitely are such a blessing.
Yep.
And I've had my kids say, my daughter say, well, Dad, you're like way nicer and all that stuff to the grandkids you were us. I'm like, I like them. It's like once a girl gets a teenager, in the household, for some reason they think, they're your enemy. But no, it's always a fun joke that I like to joke with them about. But yeah, kids are awesome. No doubt about it. Well, good to have you here, buddy.
Well, thank you.
And up next, we have Mr. Mark Thomas, my favorite leather worker on Facebook or on YouTube and all that stuff. Good to have you here, Mark.
Thanks for having me. Great to be here. Been a good week. It was a long week. I'm thankful that February is over and hoping that March is going to be a little bit kinder to us to weather. So just nice to be here this evening. Thanks for having me.
You betcha. Did you get to make anybody's week better? Anybody make your week better this week?
Well, I hope so. I try to take care of my students really well and take care of my family good. But something that made my week better was old Mark there, garage guy. I was watching his video before I got on tonight on that Taurus 327 he got. He gave me a nice shout out. And just very pleasant. So thank you, sir.
Anytime. Gave Bubba a shout out too, if he's over there on the side chat.
Yeah, I seen
Yeah, I saw him
out there. Yeah, he got an invite. But I think we're full. But anyway, Bubba, if you can jump on later, sure glad to have you, buddy. And
I'll slip out here soon, so he can certainly come in.
No, it's fine. I know Jamie says he's got to head out a little early too. So
Yeah, I'll make room for you there, Bubba.
I know that, but I'm tired. I'm gonna get up and go to bed.
Yeah, Mark definitely holds the title for the most comfortable guy on YouTube.
Yep. Well, I might as well sleep in bed and let Bubba come on instead of sitting here letting you guys listen to me snore.
Well, good to have all you guys. Man, and we still have one more person back here in the green room, finishing up all the leftovers, I assume. And we have Country Rimfire. How you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm full now because you left me back there with all that. But no, I'm doing pretty good. I hope everybody's weather is getting a little bit better for them. I think we're going to have another cold spurt. Some other guys were saying it too. And then I think after that, we might be in the clear.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
And who made my day better was I got Gizzard Gary's knife that I won. So yeah, it's a really nice knife. And I made my wife's day better by going and getting a dinner tonight so she didn't have to cook. Well, she kind of still did because I wanted homemade macaroni and cheese, but I got all the ingredients and some fried chicken from our little country store out here. It's really good chicken, but we don't have it that often because we're trying to lose a little bit of weight. But yeah.
Well, good to have you here, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
My goodness, we got a lot of people out there in the side chat. This is so awesome. Good to see each and every one of you. Oh my goodness. And we'll go through one topic real quick, and then we'll call out everybody in the side chat. And I've seen this already out there in the side chat a little bit, and a few people talking about it. But we got St. Patrick's Day coming up, And so we don't necessarily have to go around the room, but anybody got any fun plans or any thing for St. Patrick's Day? Maybe a tradition or something like that. And if you do, just go ahead and speak up.
I got to swing by McDonald's and get a fillet of fish.
And a green shake.
Green shake, yep. That's about it for me.
That's probably my earliest St. Patrick's Day tradition is that shake. Oh, of course.
There you go, country. Or country. I called him country, Kentucky. I did a hillbilly.
We have a lot of Catholic churches around here that do fundraisers. They do a fish fry. And man, I just can't wait for that. Probably they might start next Friday. So it's only eating fish on Fridays.
Yeah.
Holy moly, it's good food. We go through and there's one it's just a drive-through. We get fish fry, pierogies, and chocolate eggs.
Oh wow!
Oh my God!
Sounds wonderful.
It is so good. I can't wait.
Yeah. So, are you which team are you on? Fried or boiled pierogies?
Both.
Okay. Good answer. That's the right answer.
Whichever one I get first.
I think they actually do them boiled, and then they put them in the butter and onions, and they're just delicious. Oh my God!
Yeah. I'd get off my keto diet for a bit just for some fresh pierogies. I've got a little. You just reminded me of a St. Patrick's Day memory. I usually will get invited to take photos at the St. Anne's St. Patrick's Day dinner, but this year I'm not going to be there because we're going to be seeing my daughter perform in Carnegie Hall that Sunday before.
Wow!
So we'll be traveling, but that wasn't actually the memory that I wanted to share with you. Is that I was in Dublin for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh wow!
And because I was working on Irish Tourism, the advertising account at the time, and so I was all ready to go out. I thought, this is going to be huge, just like St. Patty's Day in New York. It's they got the parade and everything, and no, it's not a big deal in Ireland. It's only a big deal among the Americans in Dublin, and so it's like I went out and it's like nothing's going on.
Like, you guys realize what day it is? Where's the party?
So that's I don't know if it's changed since then, but yeah, I was a little disappointed.
Oh man, yeah, I would think they'd be having a really good time, man. My goodness.
I back up just a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I want to shout out to Duffer 426. Hillbilly, you already know this, but Duffer won the Tacticam on the drawing the other night, and from Long Rifle contacted him to get his address. He said he didn't want it to give it to me, so I appreciate that. Thank you, Duffer.
Awesome.
Good job, Duffer. Yeah. Nice.
That is really awesome because that is like really, really nice. I mean, yeah, that was a great prize too. Yeah, man. So Duffer made your week better, didn't he, buddy?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness!
Did Long Rifle have a live show?
It was on this show that they would give that giveaway. It was last week
was the
or the
fundraiser.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There were so many prizes. It's hard to keep track.
There was a lot of prizes. I mean, everybody just stepped up, and my goodness, there was not. I mean, like everything on there that people were giving away was like, oh man, I'd love that. I'd love that, and so yeah, that was, people were just so nice coming together. And I believe we was talking about that a while ago before the show started. And I believe, Chad, you said like with some money that's still coming in or whatever is supposed to be coming in, it's over $4,000, right?
That's correct.
Oh, awesome.
Great.
Yep. And for anybody that want a prize from me, Jason Mahoy and James Melton and Dwayne went out today.
Hey, you mentioned Chase Mahoy there. Chips is his handle he goes by. At least I've known him for years. Nibs, you have corrupted another one through me. He went out and bought a $4.99B.
Who was that?
Jason Mahoy out there in the side chat.
Oh man, those are good shooting BB guns, no doubt about that.
Him and
Like a
Hasbro's
virus.
also going to make a trip to Kentucky.
That's right. That's right. You'll like him. He's good people. He knows Jake, and just be a good time.
I need to get Kentucky Rimfire my FFL because I think I won that Bagara.
Oh man,
You've already got a good shooting Bagara.
I thought it was worth a try.
Oh, Garage Guy's got him a Christmas Red Rider.
Yeah, the adults
Ooh.
saw this. I figured, why not?
Yeah, they're cool. I mean, they really are.
Bring your inner child back out.
Sure does.
Thing is, it's bringing my competitive inner child out. That's not such a good thing.
Yeah, you need to quit hanging around Nibs.
I know.
One good thing about it, Hasbro, the older inner child has more money than the younger inner child did, didn't it?
Yeah, but he's got a wife to answer to too.
He couldn't stop at just a BB gun.
So
Hey.
while we're talking about daisies,
Listen,
can I show this one?
Yeah, you
Do
betcha. Real quick, Chris Lane brought this up, and everybody keep Elijah in your prayers and stuff. If you go over Day at the Range, if you go over to his channel there, Cyclops Joe put out a video on there, and if you go down in the description down below, Elijah's wife kind of explains some of that and stuff. So anyway, make sure you keep Elijah in your prayers, everybody. And so anyway, Nibs, bring this up for you right here.
So last Sunday over at our sporting rifle league, the old guy that runs the league brought this in for me to take a look at for him. I really didn't even know what it was at the time, but this is the original Daisy BB gun, first one ever produced, first model. This is not the first one off the assembly line, but this is made in 1889. Closest I can put a number on it. And it was not functioning when he gave it to me. It was missing two parts inside that I had to fabricate. But today I was able to get that functioning and do a video with it, shooting a can and shooting some targets and having a lot of fun. So
That is so cool.
Wow. It looks like it.
Neat.
136 years old.
It don't even have any arthritis or nothing, does it?
No. It's got enough power to go through a soda can. So
That's really
that's great.
cool.
I saw a Quackenbush on an auction list today, Nibs. It looked just like that. It's out near you.
A Buck out there says he's got that rifle. Cool.
nice. But anyway, that's what I had to share.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah. I loved like the round stock on it when you first showed it there before the show started. I mean, I know it don't look anything like it, but it just popped in my mind. The old military, the grease gun, what they called it. Have the round, stock on, or four stock on it and stuff, and that.
Brian,
I
was
love
that
watching Nips shoot cans in half. It just makes me smile.
It does.
you notice you notice the mobile I have behind my back in my garage, right?
Yep. We used to do that. We'd hang those cans up by the tab and try to shoot them in pieces.
Their cans were a little tougher when we were growing up, though.
Yep.
Still made out of steel back then.
You didn't want to crush one of them over your head. Oh man. So anybody else got anything on St. Patty's Day? I know it wasn't really like an Irish pub. They kind of claimed it was more of a tourist type, bar here in Branson area, and we used to try to go over there around St. Patty's Day because they'd be serving like green beer and stuff like that, and they had the cabbage and stuff, and so it was corned beef and cabbage and different stuff. So it was kind of a cool deal to go over there and kind of visit that place. And
well,
that's what we have.
This year, the most fun thing you can do on St. Patrick's Day is watch Pal Territory, because we're having it on St. Patrick's Day, Monday night.
Shameless plug. I love it.
Well, it's a St.
exactly
Patrick's
what I'm
Day
doing.
show.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
I just got lucky, okay?
The luck of the Irish.
That's right.
yes. And we also have another wonderful plug. So don't miss Pal Territory on Monday night, and bring your own green beer and corned beef and cabbage. And then also we got this going on here. Hasbro.
Yeah.
And
I put this up here. I want to see if Abby decodes this first. Okay. And then after Abby, everybody else should be able to figure this out, even if you don't know Celtic, right? But I tried to translate this accurately. We'll see. But just having fun with this St. Patrick's thing. My wife's family are all Irish, from Ireland. They immigrated directly. And so it's quite an interesting family. I have a lot of fun laughing at them on St. Patrick's Day because they tend to lose a little control, at least a couple of them. But no, it's a great time of year. It's just a nice thing to go through, a nice tradition around the family.
So Abby, can you read that? We'll give her just a second here. I'll leave it up here and see. She's
well, take a guess.
I haven't learned yet.
What? Everybody can figure it out from the last word. I'll just give them that. Let me move us over out of the thing there. All right. So, what does that sound like?
Punk.
So we're shooting. So what do you think the phrase is?
Feeling lucky, punk.
So do you feel lucky, punk?
Good one, Ned.
I was just having some fun with that one. So, excuse me.
Yeah, I just thought, I was like, I don't know what that says, and then you told me, I'm like, okay. And so yeah, I was a punk, didn't it? Yeah.
So, you're asking about St. Patrick's Day. My mom's birthday is the day before St. Patrick's Day, and she'll turn 83 this year. And
awesome.
We're blessed to have her, but we're coming up on the anniversary of my dad and my grandson, and it's a little sad. This is our first year of doing everything without my dad. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I do.
A little different, but
anymore, Jamie, I'm kind of with you. I'm counting the days I'm blessed with my mom. It's not a good time, and I get it.
Yeah. Well, she's, like I said, she turned 83. She lives with my sister, and so I'm sure we'll have some big doings on that Sunday, which would be her birthday. We'll probably do a cookout and stuff like that, and celebrate that. So, well, I got the floor. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all good night. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired like Mark, so I'm the only one still awake in my house.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, it's closing in on 11 o'clock over here. So y'all enjoy yourself. Have a good night and have a great show. Thanks for having me. Thanks for putting up with me. And we will see y'all next week, Lord willing. Find somewhere to go to church tomorrow. You'll be glad you did.
All
Will
right.
do.
Good
Night,
night.
Thank you so
Jamie.
much, Jamie.
Jamie.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate
God bless,
y'all.
Jamie.
You know what? I'm going to do the same. I'm going to sneak right out behind him. So good night, all. Have a great
Night,
show.
Mark.
I'm going to stick in
Later,
the
Mark.
side chat for a little bit. So good night.
Good
All
night,
right,
Mark.
Mark. We'll see you, buddy.
That leaves 2 slots open, just enough for Bubba to sneak in.
I think Jeremy was waiting to come in.
Oh man.
I think
So,
Jeremy's waiting to come in, I think.
okay, awesome.
There you go.
So we call out the side chat, and what do you guys think we should have him put out there?
Punk. Put punk.
Yeah.
Punk, you know, like on Hasbro's Target.
UNC.
Punk.
Like that.
So, all right, we got some in there, and yeah, they're flying off the deal. So, Gary, would you like to shout out everybody on the side chat, buddy?
You bet. Let's see. First off, yours truly is out here. Hasbro, Garage Guy 879, Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. No fried in there. We have Kentucky Rimfire Plus, Jason Mahoy. Abigail Finnegan is out there. Moondog Reviews, Duffer 426, Edward Petty, Alaska 1, Andy, Ozzy, Orsborn. Tim S is out there, as is Justin Grimm, Dale Pogue, Dwayne 7834, Ron 2A Matters, and Bama Dad Rotide. TJ Fishing is out there. And I think that's it.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. And see, we had TJ's Fishing. Oh, and then, yeah, Nibs and let's see.
Got 34 people in the side chat, and there's not that many likes. Go hit that like button.
Well, everybody might not like it.
Yeah.
Hey, I liked it, Hillbilly. I liked it.
Yeah, y'all hit the like button if you're,
Put
if
a
you're
thumbs
chat
up.
or listening. Yeah.
Mr. Bob says y'all spelled Punk Floyd wrong. Oh my goodness!
That's a Celtic way.
Well, I'll say hi to Bubba, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Good. Good to
Bubba.
see you, buddy.
Hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit.
All right. That always love that saying.
I've never heard that one before. That's good.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Well, he filtered it.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah.
I like
Well,
that
that's
one.
you.
I also like finer than a frog hair split 4 ways.
Yep. Yeah, you walk down, street around here or whatever and say howdy to somebody or say, how you doing? So, just fine, hanging there like a hair on a biscuit. So, you betcha.
Now, that's saying as a side chat, I can't wait for New Year's. It's going to be next month. And I'm not kidding when I say that. That's what April Fool's is. You know that? Because originally that was the start of the year. It was a spring equinox. Spring brings in a new year. I don't know what the Romans were thinking when they decided to say that the middle of winter is the beginning of the new year. Who in the name of God wants the middle of winter to be the new year? Yeah, let me go outside and freeze my groin off. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I celebrate. I celebrate it, even though everybody else just looks at me like I'm stupid. This is like, guys, this is literally what April 1st is. Literally.
Oh my goodness. Well, I want to shout out Rimfire Range Relaxation out there. He just gifted up 5 memberships for VIPs. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you.
Hey, and that bait went out there and caught TJ fishing.
Yeah.
He one of them got a membership.
All right. And for those of you that might be new to the VIPs, on Tuesday nights, we call it Pewsday. And anyway, we have a VIP chat. And always a lot of fun. We just have a good time over there. And so don't miss that. It's at 8:30 Central Time on Tuesday nights. So anyway, thanks again, Rimfire. Appreciate that, brother. And so anyway, let's get on down here to the next topic. And if you had just joined us, make sure you type in hashtag HBN119, and that'll get you entered in tonight's giveaway. So let's see. Watching Chad's video there, today, made me got thinking. I know not everybody is, so this might go pretty quick. But anyway, we have any people that like shotguns? So I put the banner up down at the bottom. The next topic: are you a shotgun shooter? And so what do you have? And if you're not, would you like to have one or like get into shotgun, shooting and stuff? And that, also it can go anywhere from, bird hunting to, as far as the sports go, to clay, trap. There's a lot, deals out there with shotgun, even like a 3-gun, that competition, or there's shotgun involved in there. And so, anyway, Chad, we'll start with you and we'll just work our way around the room. And I know like some people might not, be into that or whatever, and that's fine. But I thought, well, we'll see who is interested.
Well, I shoot trap every Friday night when the season's in. We don't shoot during the winter, so it's getting ready to kick back off. We just did a total rebuild on the trap machine. It had some hydraulic leaks, and that machine had a counter on the bottom of it that said it had it had thrown 900 and some thousand birds.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it was time for a rebuild. But anyways, funny story. When I got into trap, I wanted to have a fancy trap gun, and I bought Frankies, SKBs. I tried several different shotguns, and none of them worked. And I got to thinking, when I was a teenager, I went and shot trap one time with an 870 Express. So I went and bought a Remington 870 Express, and that's my trap gun. Nothing fancy. It just fits me, and that's what I shoot best with. The other guns didn't fit me well, and there's a lot of truth in a shotgun must fit the shooter. So I have two 870s, one that I shoot trap with, and one that I keep by the bedside. It's a tactical short barrel version, and then I have a Mossberg 835 Ultimag that is my turkey gun. It has a red dot on top of it, and that's the only three shotguns I have.
Oh wow, good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I got several shotguns, but I love that 870. I mean, it's just the all time classic. I mean, I grew up with one of those and kind of started out with it and Ithaca, and I had the actual Ithaca that was my dad's, that I shot a lot. But yeah, those 870s, I'd love to have a closet full of 870s. I mean, I just absolutely love them. It's good stuff. So, how about you, Hasbro?
Well, I used to be into it. When I was right out of college and a free man, I was competitively muzzleloader shooting. That was my big thing, building and shooting. But I did get into shooting skeet just a little bit informally, and then finally a little bit formally. And the best run, I'll just tell you, the best run I ever had. I was watching your video today, Chad. You talk about, hey, maybe he'll go for 50. I was shooting a cheap 20 gauge pump, and I hit 49 out of 50.
Oh.
And I saw 50 jump, and I still has that clay today. I went out there and I saw where it landed, picked it up, and there's a perfect triangle of pellets right through the middle of it, and it didn't break it.
So you
I still have that one.
You dusted it, but it didn't break. Oh man!
I mean, they're dead through the middle of it. It didn't hit the edge of it; it hit the center of it.
Wow!
And it's like, okay, and it didn't break when it landed, so I still have it today. But the best thing of it was it impressed the girl I was dating at the time. She was there, so that was okay. Other than that, and then later on, I took my now wife shooting, and so we started shooting some skeet. I had a thrower and just set it up on a field near them, and sure enough, she missed. Well, she missed the first. Go ahead.
So nowadays in the competitions like Zane shoots in, they have judges that sit and watch the birds, and they'll if dust flies off the bird, they call it a hit.
Yeah, well, I didn't get that lucky then. But so I was dating my wife, and I took her shooting, and she missed 7 or 8, and then she hit 20 in a row. So then I said, okay, here, let's switch over to muzzle loading. So I let her shoot this 50 cal, and I kept bumping the powder up, anybody knows about a Thompson Center Hawken, you get about 100 grains of powder in that thing, and that's a big load in a 50 caliber, and 3F. And it was basically at that point, you start burning it out the end of the barrel. And so I kept bumping up. She's shooting that, just ringing the target. From then on, I call her ma'am, yes, ma'am, because she can hit a moving target, and she's accurate.
Yeah, if I was you,
I don't shoot
first chamber empty.
I don't shoot.
At least give you a head start.
I don't shoot competitively shotguns today. I just occasionally with some friends.
Oh wow, Rimfire Range out there said you got Rossi 410 22 long rifle. Oh man, I would love to find one of them.
Yeah.
So how about you, Nibs? You ever get into the scatter guns, anybody?
I got a couple. Before we do that, I think Jeremy's still waiting to come into the chat here to the
he's not stream. In the back. He's not in the green room.
Oh, he said he's in there. He's emailed me a couple times.
Oh no, I don't see him in there anywhere.
Okay, all right.
So, he's lost.
He might be in the wrong one.
I do have a couple of really old vintage single shots, like Parker and what's the other one? can't remember. But my two main ones that I have that I shoot more often than anything is I do have a Remington 870 Express with a rifled slug barrel and a 28-inch polychoke barrel. And then the one that I really love is my dad's old skeet gun or trap gun, which is a Browning superposed that was made in 1963. It's a Browning superposed Lightning. And that's a fantastic gun. I've shot 50 straight with that a couple times.
Oh man,
Well,
good
Brownings.
stuff.
I say you talk about Brownings. I grew up shooting my dad's, and
Yep.
he was a coon hunter, nationally ranked coon hunter.
Oh.
Yep.
And when they had all that sort of stuff going on, and he had a Browning Sweet 16 from made in Belgium that he bought in the early 50s.
Yeah.
And we eventually sold that, and I really wish it hadn't done it, but eventually did. But that gun hurt me more than shooting a 10 gauge. Because typical Browning, right? Really lightweight. And you took it all.
Oh.
Even in a semi-auto.
Yeah.
It's the way my dad's Beretta is. My dad has a Beretta, and I took it to shoot trap one time, and it's very lightweight. And it will. I shot 50 rounds that night with that Beretta. I got up the next morning, and my whole eye and my cheek was black. It blacked my eye.
Wow.
I got one quick funny story about the Browning, and then I'll pass it on to the next guy. But so my dad bought that gun used when I was about 4 years old, and at the time he paid $500 for it used, and of course he was only making about $100 a week. When he brought that home, I can remember, even though I was like 4 or 5 years old, I can still remember it well. My mother packed me and my brother, who was just an infant, literally a newborn, up, and we went and lived with my grandmother, his mother, for 6 months because she was so mad at him for buying that gun.
Oh man. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
My goodness.
You spent 2 months' pay on a gun.
Oh. So about you, Moondog, you get to shoot any scatter guns out there?
Oh, not as much as I really should. I mean, I have a Benelli, and
Nice.
I shot it like a couple of times the first got it, but the only ranges that are near me that allow shotgun are one, it's members only, and the other one is about an hour and 15 and change without traffic, and they only have public hours after 5 o'clock, so I could never get out there, after during the week. So yeah, I've got to make some time to go out. I know there's a couple of sporting clays places that have a little more friendly in terms of time, but I just haven't had the time to go out. But every time I've gone to go shoot and I have an opportunity to shoot clays, it's been a hoot. So yeah, I really should do it more again when I get a chance.
Well, yeah, and I would think like some gun ranges would let you at least shoot slugs.
Oh yeah, my range will allow me to shoot slugs, but I have to do it at 100 yards, and it's just it's just not that much fun to shoot slugs at 100 yards.
Yeah, especially 100 yards. Yeah, 50, yeah, but yeah, 100, you're stretching that out there quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
With a shotgun, I mean, no doubt. Yeah. Cool. So, how about you, garage guy?
Well, I love the older single shots. My favorite, of course, my 16 gauge Stevens Model 94B, made back in '81. I just love that thing. I got several newer single shots. What were they? The Rossi, I believe they are. 14 and 20 gauge, and Only have one pump shotgun, but I feel it's all I need. It's an 88 Maverick security model, 8-round capacity, 18.5-inch barrel. I love that thing. It's perfect sized. And I don't really go hunting no more, but 2 liters going kaboom. That's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. No doubt about that. Yeah, no doubt. So anyway, Gary, we'll drop right on down to you, buddy.
18.5-inch barrel. I love that thing. It's
Well,
perfect sized.
I've got
Really go hunting no more, but 2 liters going kaboom. That's a lot of fun.
There you are.
somebody's got the chat playing in the background.
Oh yeah, Jeremy, I
Yeah.
think it's you, buddy. You have to mute your YouTube side, buddy. It's playing back through your StreamYard. You, buddy.
Hey, man. How are y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Thank
Good.
you
How you
for-
doing, buddy? You're gonna have to mute your YouTube deal because it's playing back through StreamYard.
And it's making you delayed a little bit because there's a little bit of a lag.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the StreamYard setup
Better?
too, by the way, there's a noise cancellation that stops that. So the setup thing.
Alrighty. So
Yeah, sorry about that.
yeah,
I
Gary,
was trying,
we're up
trying
to
to
you,
follow
buddy.
in on the comments while I was watching you guys, but thanks for having me in.
Hey, you betcha.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got a couple 12 gauge. Well, I have the one my dad gave me when I was a teenager. It's a Sears and Roebuck. Then I have my dad's old shotgun, which is a Winchester 1200. I have a single shot 410 break action, which is New England Firearms. And then in the last few years, I bought a Rossi match pair 22 long rifle, and it's got a 20 gauge barrel on it. So, and then at a gun show a few years ago, I bought an old J.C. Higgins bolt action 20 gauge. So, all in all, I got 5 different shotguns.
I love it.
And I love shotguns. That's what I started out with. Before I ever owned anything else, I owned shotguns. So, yeah,
I think
get a shotgun in my hand, I'm in my element, man.
I think it's a rule in Kansas that everybody's first gun's a shotgun. If
Well,
not, it
everybody
should
I
be.
know bird hunted around here.
Oh yeah, been bird hunting in Kansas a lot.
Oh yeah, quail, you bet.
Pheasant, quail, dove.
That's something I haven't done out there, and I really want to. Just haven't done it.
It's fun. It's hard.
Well,
though.
Nebraska's got some good bird hunting too.
I just having to point that RV west and do that.
Well, awesome.
Surrender Park asked if anybody had an Ithaca.
I do. I got a few of them.
You'd think I would have one. It's only an hour away from me.
I was
but
just saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Remington's closer, though. Was closer. They're both gone now, but
Well, if I'm not mistaken on this, the story I always heard was Ithaca had the patent for the 10 gauge. And a buddy of mine's dad had an Ithaca double barrel 10 gauge. And anyway, they bought out or sold some of the rights on the 10 gauge and stuff. But I don't know if that's 100%. That's just something that had always been told to me. Yeah.
I don't have any idea about that.
Yeah. So Country Rimfire, how about you, buddy? You get to shoot any shotguns out there?
Well, I don't own one, but and I should. Isn't that sad? But my dad has a 20 gauge that I bring down here. I'm not sure what the model is or brand. I'm gonna say maybe a Remington, but I might be wrong. It might be a Browning. It's nice. And I bring it down here to trim trees every once in a while.
Oh man.
Now, are all the Brownings have that straight back at the where it meets up with the stock, or is that just that's not the case with that to identify a Browning?
That's the Browning A5, I think you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's A5 models.
Pretty
Mhm.
sure they do, yeah. Remington made a copy of that too, so
Okay,
Good
never
question.
mind.
I don't remember
Hey,
what
you
the
wanna
model.
you want to hear a shotgun story that's a funny bit of country wisdom?
Yes.
I'm in Mississippi, working in Mississippi in Oxford, just south there's a little town called Water Valley that I worked in, and we get 4 inches of ice. Okay, I mean, no kidding. People's roofs are collapsing. Trees. I had these massive trees that are just falling over, these pine trees, and I'm looking up at them, going, and I had no idea what to do. Well, I ended up having to take a chainsaw and cut them down because they'd snapped halfway off
Mm-hmm.
all this weight. Well, I get to work, and this good friend of mine, just a good old country boy, right? And he looks at me, he goes, "You got a shotgun, don't you?" Like, what? Shoot the trees. Knock the ice off of them. And it's like, why didn't I think of this and save those trees?
That, and we've also just took the rear bumper of the truck and back bumped the tree, all the snow fall out of it. If you can get that.
Well, this would
Around
destroy
here,
the truck. This
we
was
call
ice.
it Okie ingenuity.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Whatever state you live in, there's part of that.
It's a heck of a lot more fun than taking out the chainsaw.
Yeah.
And climbing up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, it was so bad. We'd all lost power, right, and everything else. And I had a very limited supply of firewood. And my wife's 93-year-old grandmother was with her visiting. I literally crawled up in the attic of this house we just bought, and I'm finding stuff to burn. It was Encyclopedia Britannicas.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Those are probably worth a fortune now, Hasbro.
They weren't then. They were worth the price of a fire.
Yeah.
How about you, Bubba? Any shotguns?
I have, let's see, I have two 12 gauges, one of which is a Mossberg Maverick 88. Still my favorite pump shotgun I've ever shot. Although the Mossberg 500 is a close one. The other 12 gauge I have is a Cobra A12 AR 12 gauge, which was extremely cheap, and not as cheap as the cheapest shotgun I have, but I'll get into that in a second. But it runs pretty well, and there's hardly any recoil whatsoever at all. And I did some high brass triple aught buck, and
Oh, wow.
there's hardly any recoil in this thing. So it's good. I still prefer my Maverick, even though the recoil is going to be way worse. But yeah, I have one 410 breakdown. It's a New England Firearms, and I've got a 20 gauge New England Firearms breakdown, and I have another 12 gauge or another 20 gauge that is the cheapest gun that I own. It is literally the cheapest gun that I own. Hillbilly, you know which one I'm talking about. I call it the
probably
16
cheaper than anybody else's gun too. But
Yeah, I call it the 16 center. It was literally 16 cents. I won it on an auction. We'll break down 20 gauge. Won it on an auction. Didn't think I was going to win. Me and Hillbilly was making jokes about it the whole time whenever I bid.
we was on here live after Guns Bearing Therapy one night, and Bubba's like, he's over there all looking at Gun Broker and stuff, and Bubba's like, "Oh, look at this! I'm going to bid on it," and he got it.
16 cents. By golly, I won that son of a gun. So I call it the 16 center, and I absolutely love this shotgun. I fired it a couple times so far. I was kind of scared at first because the end of the barrel, you could see like part of the where they drilled in the sight was sticking down in the barrel, and I was kind of debating on whether or not to shoot a slug through it. But it shoots fine. No problems with it, and it folds up really, really tight. It's almost like a backpack shotgun. Like you could fit this in a range bag, a little bit tiny range bag. It's ridiculous how much this thing folds up. It folds all the way around. But yeah, 410 was the first shotgun I ever got though, and it's New England Firearms, and I probably put about 2,000 rounds through that thing.
Awesome. Yeah, that's cool stuff, buddy. So Jeremy, how about you?
Oh
Do
yeah,
much shotgun shooting?
shotguns. I'm not a big shotgun shooter. I really don't have a lot of them, but I do think that I have one of the best that was ever made. Winchester 42, 410. Man, that thing is just slick as greased monkey poo. It shoots like greased lightning. It's a wonderful, wonderful shotgun. Um, I hope that anybody that has an opportunity to buy one does, because they're fantastic, fantastic shotgun. Other than that, what was it, the Savage? What's the over under with the shotgun and rimfire? I think it's like 24. I've had one of those. It was a terrible trigger, kind of a cool gun, great concept, right? Not well executed at all. Great idea though. But yeah, as far as shotguns, I don't have a lot of them. The one that I do cherish though is the Winchester 42. I think it's the best shotgun ever made, and you guys can jump in on that and give your opinion.
Well, yeah, good stuff, definitely. And yeah, the 42 is a great one, but I do have a Winchester 12 right here. 12 gauge that I absolutely love. And yeah, model 1912 is a good one too. But yeah, I just absolutely love shotguns. We just did a lot of, used a lot of shotguns growing up, and I have a pretty, not nothing real fancy or nothing, but I got my share. And anyway, some of them I just absolutely love. And a lot of times, if we're going to be shooting competition, I always find myself going back to that Winchester 1912 or the Remington 870 pump. Well, both of those are pumped, but yeah, I don't know why they just feel natural on me, and it just shot them a lot, and yeah, and I've shot some really nice, guns too, Benellis, side by sides, overs, unders, and I like all them too. But it's just when we're doing competition, I'm more confident, with those two than I probably am anything. And then actually the third one probably my Africa. Those three right there are just they just shoot good and feel good, and on the shoulder and everything. And what's funny is like come spring and fall, here before too long we'll be shooting, quite a bit of trap and stuff. And it's funny because a few of my friends, like even my mom or whatever, like the next day, I'll see my mom or something like that, and of course, I'm doing something and my right arm's kind of just hanging down. I'm using my left arm a lot. And it's like, oh, did you guys go shoot trap yesterday? And like, yeah. And, and it's like a little sore today, but I mean, it's so used to it. Like, the recoil, like, it don't bother me while I'm shooting. I've shot deer rifles that kick way harder, than 12 gauge shotgun, and so, for those of you out there that's not shot any 12 gauges or even, and then like, you go up to, a 20 gauge and stuff like that, 16. But, the recoil is definitely manageable on all those. I mean, not going to be something to be, scared of the recoil. But yeah, I suggest anybody that's not got to do some of that to try it out because, it's a fun sport. It's fun to shoot, and there's a lot of different stuff, different sports you can do with them. So
I got to call bull on you, Hillbilly.
Well,
that last story, after you complaining that your finger hurt shooting 22s, I don't believe any of that other. Oh, I shot a deer rifle and it hurts. Well, you're probably in a hospital after shooting a deer rifle.
Well,
I've actually had firearms where after you pull the trigger several times, it just rubs it the wrong way and it does hurt. It's kind of a, me and my buddy, we laugh about it, but that is an actual thing. There's certain firearms, when you pull the trigger, it just rubs your finger the wrong way. And
all right, so somebody boot Jeremy. This is not sympathy for Hillbilly here. Somebody boot him.
Yeah, I'm not asking.
No, I'm with you there, Jeremy. That's why I don't like shooting a Glock 19. I'll shoot a Glock 17, but not a 19. Just something about that.
Yeah,
it's the trigger guards pitching on my middle finger.
It really is a thing.
Yeah, next week we're gonna wear Band-Aids.
Trigger fingers calloused over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what my deal was is, with my eye, I've had to switch over to left-handed, and I don't, shoot left-handed normally. And so I shot 2 days straight out there, put, probably a couple hundred rounds, down range from the bench. And so the third day I woke up and my finger, like the muscles in my finger was sore. I'm like, what the heck? And I couldn't figure it out. And I'm like, it had to just be not used to that motion, and the like where it's placed, and stuff like that, because it's only a 2-pound trigger. So I mean, it wasn't a big trigger, it wasn't like it was hard. But yeah, Jeremy, I do know what you're talking about. There's certain guns out there that there's it's kind of a rust spot sometimes, and
it just is. A buddy of mine had an HK, really nice gun, VP9, I think, and he said it was bothering his finger, and I gave him so much crap over that, and I bought it from him, and I went to shoot it, and I'll tell you what, it bothered my fingers too. just one of those things.
Yeah, we're going to see Missouri. We're going to see Missouri newspapers. Missouri man hospitalized over shooting 22 long rifle.
But did you see how good he did with his non-dominant eye? I was like, super impressed.
Well, yeah, I just got lucky. Blind squirrel finds a nut.
His left eye and his right booger finger. He was all right.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to lock it in a vise out there and just use my right finger or something. I don't know. But oh, my goodness. Say hi to Rimfire Dave. Just jumped in out there. Good to see you. And so we're going to be doing a giveaway here in just a few minutes. So make sure you get your hashtag in. Hashtag HBN119. This is 119th episode of Guns, Beer, and Therapy. So anyway,
Yeah,
Justin says, what's this, Saturday sympathizer chat?
Probably the
Can I
worst
jump
weekend.
in and just tell a little story from today?
Yeah.
So, we've got the tall hydrants out around the house. We got one out front and one out back, water hydrants. And one, I had a split down the pipe because it had froze and busted out. So we started digging that out today, and we're digging right. I live on a mountain, so it's all rock. We're digging with trench shovels.
Now you might be telling the story. You live in Oklahoma. There ain't no mountains out there.
Yeah,
maybe
there
a
is,
hill.
brother. There is, I promise you. Come work the end of my shovel, and you'll know. Yeah, there is. But we got down to the bottom, and they had poured concrete around the base of that hydrant, and I've never seen that in my life. Maybe you guys have. Pouring concrete around a hydrant that you know you're going to have to replace at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all tell me, I've never seen that.
It can be common because, frost-free hydrant, you got the handle, you pull up and everything.
Yeah.
And so that's the same reason they'll drive a fence post beside it and
right. That's what you do. Yeah.
It's so when you pull up on that, you don't end up breaking it. The PVC, especially if you got PVC down there at the bottom, 90'd into it. But we've always used like a foot of galvanized steel 90'd in at the bottom and then in the PVC. That way, for that reason. But yeah. I've seen folks pour a little concrete around them for that, just so they don't end up busting off.
Well, we were digging that today, and we got down to that concrete. I said, "Look, it's Saturday afternoon. Tomorrow's Sunday. None of the plumbing shops are gonna be open. We're not gonna touch it until Monday."
That's a smart move there.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. All righty. Well, let me bring up the giveaway tool, and looks like we have 30 entries right now.
Ooh, that's a nice amount.
Yeah. So it's like 30 entries, and tonight will be the skinny pink knife, purple knife. Let's grab the wrong one. So it is this one. Let me go ahead and pull myself up real quick. So it is this knife right here, and it's a series of the skinny knives. It does have a pocket clip on it and either a glass breaker or icebreaker, whichever one you want to use it for. And it is a flip blade. And anyway, they're pretty good knives. They're a lot of fun. Great opening up your packages and stuff like that. And they fit easy in the pocket because they're not very thick. And so, it's always, they're, even great to carry. So anyway, see here. Everybody's got their entry in, so let's give this thing a spin and see who tonight's winner is for the skinny pink knife. Some of you were waiting on a countdown, weren't you?
Jacob.
Yes. It's rigged. He won last night.
Hey, congratulations, Jacob.
Congrats, brother.
About time Jacob won a giveaway. He hardly ever wins.
He never wins, does he?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is the first.
And he was one of the last ones to type it in.
Yeah, I see. When we had
I think that's Travis T's boy, isn't
it? I think they're definitely related.
Yeah.
Oh man. So Jacob, you know the drill out there. You gotta say something, and I know you just typed it in, so I know you're out there. But to make it
just answered up, he said A.
Yeah, he said A.
Oh, did he? Oh,
yeah.
I missed it, I guess. Alrighty, Jacob. Anyway, email me at AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com, and I will get that sent out to you, brother. Write your name down here. Alrighty. Now, we do have some more fun topics coming up, guys. So, and girls. So,
I need to get rolling. I need to go to bed. But I appreciate having me on.
You betcha.
Got to play the bass in the morning.
Oh,
nice having you, Nips.
Is that going to be at church or are you doing a gig?
Oh, at church. Yep.
Okay.
All right, Dibs.
That's
Good
kind of the
Appreciate
best
everybody.
gig.
Great
Good
time
to
again
have you,
tonight.
Nibs. Appreciate you, buddy, and take care. And guys, go and check out Nibs at Walnut and Still. Always fun videos over there, and great to watch. So appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, Roomfire Dave said I needed sleep, so
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and head out too, Hillbilly. I gotta go lay down.
All right, buddy. Well,
Later, Gizzard.
Not
you
Nibs.
guys have a
Man.
great
Night,
night.
Nibs. I'll be
Yeah.
joining you shortly.
Thanks for
Hey,
having
Billy,
me.
I'm here till the bitter end.
so Gary, what you got coming up? Oh, he went ahead.
Oh,
And left.
just
Okay. So
well, I'm
anyway,
going to be out.
we'll probably do one more topic, but I do know a few people will have to jump off. So Moondog, you say you got to go?
Yeah, I gotta get my guitar out for tomorrow for church as well. So I play the rhythm guitar over at the music ministry at church at St. Anne. So I gotta actually.
What are you playing?
That I download the music list from the music director because I actually haven't taken a look at it. So I'm gonna have to see what we're gonna be playing.
What's your axe?
It's I plan a Taylor 510.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
It's I'm not a great guitar player. At least I can hit most of the chords that I see out there, but I don't play as well as a lot of guys that I know who are playing at church. But
Yeah.
at least I'm regular.
Me too, brother. God bless. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. So be sure to check out. I've got I just posted up a review of a CV Life red dot, which is a tiny little CCW red dot, and it's one of the few ones that have a 3 reticle for the tiny size CCW red dot. So I was actually impressed that they were able to do that because CV Life is not known for making very high end stuff. I own a lot of CV Life from before I started doing YouTube videos, but because they were cheap and they worked, and I've been actually impressed with a lot of their optics. So I posted up a video of that, and I will be posting up lots of stuff from SHOT Show that are coming up, including the slew of things from Monstrum. So that's going to be tomorrow, and be sure to catch my live stream this week. It's of course it's going to be Lent's coming up, so we've got Mardi Gras coming up on Tuesday, and so I'll be having my live stream on Wednesday, so I'll be having the big ashen cross on my head, so that'll be an interesting live stream for Ash Wednesday. So be sure to check that out. It's at 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, and 6 p.m. Actually, it's good. You know what? A little preview. It's actually I'm gonna have to push it back an hour to make time for my guest, who's going to be connecting with us live from a movie festival down in Los Angeles. So actually, let me correct that. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern this coming Wednesday. So hope y'all can make it out for that. And just remind folks that I have a contest going on, and you could win one of these this month. It's a travel charger from Multicell. It's a 240 watt charger, and it's got 8 ports, all USB-C ports, and the top output one is 100 watts. So that'll charge any laptop that you have. Plus, you have the other 7 ports. So yeah, this was a well appreciated charger when I was out at SHOT Show, because everybody in my whole crew were charging off of my charger.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I just posted a link to that. So it's a free entry. You just have to subscribe to my travel channel, Moondog Go. So thanks everybody. Thank you all boys for being a good company tonight, and thank you Hillbilly for hosting this. And
Oh
also,
man, thanks a lot,
Good night,
buddy.
Moondog.
Later, Moondog.
have a
We'll
good
see
night.
ya. Yeah, go check out Moondog. A lot of great stuff over there. He's got 3 different channels: Moondog Reviews, Moondog 2A, and Moondog Go. And so, yeah, always some great stuff. He always does great production on all of his videos. I mean,
He does.
just amazing stuff. And
I love
so,
his Moondog Go channel just because so many places he drives. I used to live and drive out there, and it's like it's just cool to see it again. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. And so anybody else got to jump off? If not, we'll move to the next topic.
I'll get off at midnight, but that's probably about the time we'll wrap up anyway. So good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I need to get off. I got to have a shower. I might have to go in tomorrow.
Okay, buddy.
But I'll see you guys later. I ain't got really anything coming up until next week. I will have another good, the bad, and the bubba. But other than that, stay safe, everybody. Keep good night.
All right.
Night, Bubba.
Yes, brother.
Awesome.
Good
Glad
night,
to see
and,
the good, the bad, the
I'm gonna
bubba's
jump
back.
off too, Hillbilly.
All right.
and garage guy. Corey's not funny too. He knows what that means. Love you, brother.
All right, Bubba. Well, take care, brother. And Chad, what you got coming up, buddy?
Well, I'm pretty much dropping every video that I have just to get storage space freed up. So I've dropped 3 today, and I think I got 3 I can drop tomorrow, and then I got to figure out this storage space issue on my iPad.
That's a real deal. I deal with that too, Chad.
Now, can't you store them? Go ahead and upload them to YouTube, and then just set them to post, and that way you can take them off your iPad.
I don't ever take them off until they fully uploaded to YouTube in case something goes wrong. So, but anyways, it's just 3. I mean, I got 3 uploaded tonight, and I'll put 3 up tomorrow, and then try to figure out my storage issues, because my last video that I edited, when I got enough storage to upload it to my computer, so, or my iPad, save it to my iPad. So anyways, got some videos of the Bagara that I posted today. I got a BB gun video I posted today. Of course, I had the interview video yesterday with Zane Hatfield at the trap range. I got a cool video. I'll show it to you. I got Justin just happened to remember that he had this, and he's like, "Hey man, I got something you need to try for your downrange footage." So he brought me this ammo can, which is bullseyecamera.com. So this is a camera, okay, and you open this up. It has a modem inside and a power pack, and this is a stand that you prop the box up on, and this pairs to your iPad, and you put it on your target, and you can control it from the bench.
Oh, nice.
And you don't have to walk up and down the range for multiple targets. So
I did a little bit.
I did a little video today testing it, and it worked. I'm going to go back out tomorrow and play around with it some more, because I think the challenge is going to be syncing it up. So I noticed with this, there's like a slight delay where it's operating off of Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Back to the iPad. So it may be hard to sync it up and make a good video, but the picture quality is good.
Oh, that's awesome.
And this is an old version. Like, Justin's had this for several years. And
oh, really?
Yeah. And he just he's like, "Hey man, you need to try this," because I was thinking about trying one of those long shot cameras. And he's like, "Well, I got something that's pretty much the same thing," and it's also got an antenna in here, so your antenna threads to the top of the box right here. So I used it today at 50 yards, and it corresponded with my iPad perfectly. Start and stop videos, picture was clear. I think it's going to be an awesome tool for video, and so more to come on that.
Yeah,
but
so
anyways,
cool.
Guys, I'm wore out. I've had a long work week, and I've still been helping with flood victims. And I may have said this before, but I'll say it again. My dad had a small engine repair shop for 15 years, so I've been working on small engines since I was 10 years old. And neighbors that had lawnmowers and chainsaws and weed eaters that got flooded. That's what I've been doing. I have fixed 4 weed eaters, 2 chainsaws, a pressure washer, and a dirt bike in the last 3 days. So,
oh man,
and I'm not charging a dime for it. So,
there you go.
My goodness, bless you,
giving
brother.
back to the community. So, anyways,
Well, Chad, I want you to know I was ready to be your good neighbor. If that water kept coming up, I was going to come down and offer to store all your rifles at my house. Just for you.
Can't know who.
Well, thanks a lot for being on here, Chad, buddy. Appreciate you guys and girls going to check out Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies, and always good stuff over there. So appreciate you, brother. Stay safe and get you some rest.
For having
Love
me,
you,
Hasbro.
Night,
Chad.
Stay off those BB gun auctions, will you?
Yeah, I hear you. I hope to be burning powder tomorrow. So, night, Chad.
Good night, everybody.
Night, buddy.
All right.
Oh, and look at who's out there. So, Garage Guy, you gonna give us a little countdown here?
Sure.
Well, say hi to Mario.
A 3, 2, and a 1.
Hey!
Mario's always comes on and says, "Hey." So, how you doing,
Mario's
buddy?
good people.
Yes, he is. Yes, another one of our West Coast friends, for sure. And so we're real quickly got a few more fun topics that's not really firearm related. We always try to get through a few of those. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this one, and we might have to do this again next week since we lost a few people off the chat and panel. But I thought this would be kind of fun. What's the most classic car in your opinion? And I mean, I guess depending on what age you're born, depends. Classic to you.
Yeah.
But what's like one? When I say this most classic car, one that like you really liked. Something like, oh man, I just this car, this old, whatever year, or whatever model, it was just always looked so cool, and so anyway, Hasbro, we'll just go ahead and start with you and go around the panel here.
Well, I got 2, but they're in the same era.
Okay.
Close. A 68 Nova or a 70 SS Chevelle. Now, 70 SS Chevelle has to be at least an LS5, if not an LS6. So I'll never own one. 6 figures for an LS6 and then some.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason 68 Nova, when I was in high school, good buddy of mine, it was a year ahead of me. his family was a family of drag racers, and he built one up. He had an SS 350, ended up pulling it, putting it in a 396, poured over to 403, and he had a low. A lot of people put ugly hood scoops. I just think the big ones are ugly. He had a low profile snorkel hood scoop in this thing. And you could talk about all the tarantula, high rise manifold, and all this sort of stuff at the time, but it was a functional hood scoop. But I got a picture of him in our yearbook at high school of him picking up the front end of that thing and carrying it all the way across the parking lot and setting it down. And our senior day at graduation, he had line locks on it because he drag raced, right?
Yeah.
And so he just parked it and he roasted a set of tires down to the rims. And the cops were in the parking lot there just waiting for a kid to start trouble. And they came up and gave him a ticket for unsafe takeoff. And he didn't even move. He didn't move an inch.
Unsafe takeoff.
Yeah, that car was black. Just he did it. It's not the typical high school, right, where you get the big engine, the body's crap. It was perfect. And he had on the side of it painted black magic. It was just perfect.
Oh, right? So
wow. I kind of would like to have a 68 SS Nova.
Oh, my goodness. That is classic. No doubt about that. Wow. Yeah, I remember the old line locks. Yeah, I had one in my drag cars. And, yeah. Funny still was I couldn't afford one when I was 16. But my dad had an old wrecker back there, tow truck. And motors blown and all this. And anyway, I went out there and, I asked him if I could have it. And he goes, yeah, I guess. And so I went out there and took the line lock off the old wrecker and put it on my Camaro. And so.
Well, you know what happens when you lean over a carb, right? And it backfires?
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting there in the car working the throttle for him, and he's tuning his carb. And it happened. He had no eyebrows and no hair flying.
Yep. Seen that many times. Oh, boy. So how about you, Grudge guy?
Well, I got to go with Tim S. over here in the side chat. Candy Apple Red 57 Chevy. I mean, you can't hardly get no more classic than that.
It is classic, ain't it? It just screams America, don't it?
It sure does.
Well, at one time, I mean, I remember this back in the day because like it come out on the news that a 57 convertible Chevy was sold. Somebody from Europe bought it, and it was the highest priced American car ever sold. I forget what the price was back then, but this was 20 some years ago or 30. I mean, really before you started seeing the stuff on Barrett Jackson's auctions and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, and classic stuff, buddy. So Country Rimfire, we'll drop on down to you, buddy.
Well, I was first going to tell Hasbro up here in Idaho that ticket's called excessive rotation of the tires.
That's more adequate or more accurate.
I like anything in the 50s. I also like almost all 69 classic cars. But yeah, the 56 Chevy is probably the one with the gas tank behind the taillight on the rear taillight. That's a pretty good car.
And the blue dots and the taillights.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. My goodness. Yeah. Good stuff. And Justin tells out there the 55 Chevy Nomad wagon. Man, that is definitely a classic. I mean, love them. And I even like the panels too, you know, but no doubt. But yeah, 55 was a cool car too. So Jeremy, how about you, buddy?
Yeah,
what do you like as a classic?
That would be that's a kind of a complicated question. If I had to pick one sports car, probably the 300 ZX. That's just the one that I grew up loving.
Oh yeah,
the sound of it, just the cockpit, just a wonderful, wonderful vehicle. But now that I'm a little bit older, man, I like my, I don't know, it's like a 2014 F-150, and it's comfortable. I love the comfort of it. And, you know, I guess that's, I guess those, I don't know. That's cars are cars.
Yeah. You betcha. And yeah, that's what, everybody's a little different, and that's what's awesome. And
yeah.
Oh, Chris Lang's classic. I just got a 96 Suburban for a daily driver.
Oh, dude, that's a great one. 96
I love
Suburban
Suburbans.
is badass. Yeah. 350 run forever.
Yeah.
Run forever.
I actually own 3 square body Suburbans.
Do you? Yeah, they're great, man. They were great vehicles. The newer ones, I've got one sitting outside the house that has all that bullshit on it. Yeah, no good. But the old ones are fantastic.
Oh yeah,
fantastic vehicles.
According to my wife, I'm driving the classic now. I got a 2016 F-150 Platinum with a Coyote. That has 183,000 miles. She says they're too expensive, so I can put a new engine transmission in and keep it for a long time.
Oh,
it's not my classic.
I got I think 230 something on my F-150 right now, and she hums like a dream, man. Just
and I have to
there.
There, like
a sweet spot. I can't speak for all Chevy, any other makers, but Ford. There's a sweet spot for those vehicles if you want to get one that lasts a long time.
It's a matter of opinion of who you talk to.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt.
Because my mom has a 2015 F-150 and it's got about 170,000 miles on it, and it's falling apart. I mean,
what
not
motor?
falling apart, but like just everything's going wrong with it.
But did you race it?
No, I've not even drove it, but it's the EOTech or whatever.
Yeah,
the 600.
Yeah. That's that. I worked in the car business for a while. Yeah, there's those Ecotechs. They had a lot of problems.
Well, they didn't have any trouble with the motor. It's the body, like everything, the windows, the damper systems on the heat and air, the rear camera. It's just all those accessory stuff that they've been having troubles with. The motor's been fine.
Less is more on a vehicle. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm telling you, when I went to buy that truck, it was the most I'd ever paid for a truck. I got a really good deal on it. But I said, like, what's the deal? I'm spending this much money and I got a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty. The dealer said it's electronics.
Yeah.
They're right.
Yeah.
Right.
I used to tell my very best friends, like, buy a warranty on this vehicle because it's way too expensive to fix anything. Just is.
And that's the thing about all cars. You had those troubles regardless. And I mean, it might be 1 out of 30 that's a lemon, but I mean, every manufacturer and stuff's going to have those problems. And myself personally, if I was a millionaire, I wouldn't even own a new car. I'd just have nice classic, stuff, mixed up, because I do not like all the computer stuff. There's so much stuff that can go wrong when they save money because they don't want to spend the money on a cheap little cable going from the throttle body or whatever to the foot feed. Now it's all electric with ohms, and I don't understand it. To me, a lot of stuff don't make any sense, and so I'm not a big fan. The luxury and all the comforts, they're definitely nice, but there's got to be a line drawn somewhere.
I'm more and more of the age that now I'm thinking a complete frame off Restomod makes more sense, that I can do it cheaper. But the one thing, having been in a pretty good wreck once, I want a steering column that has an airbag.
Definitely.
You know, even if it rests from audit, but it makes more sense.
Yeah, side curtain bags, all that stuff. Definitely, they're way safer. There's no doubt about that.
Have you guys driven an electric vehicle?
I have not.
Not other than a golf cart.
And right now, we make a lot of parts for them, like the Cybertruck. We make the headlights, but I'm not going to buy one yet because the range is not good enough. I have to go see grandkids and daughters in Georgia, and I'm not spending 3 hours charging getting there. So
I recommend everybody go drive one. I'm a car guy through and through.
Well,
yeah,
a lot
go
of
drive one.
A lot of good stuff about them, no doubt. But
if you live in a town, it makes a lot of sense, and they're a lot of fun. But I drive too far.
Yeah, my dad just bought a the Chevy Hummer, and working through kind of like the range anxiety things and figuring out, I got to charge here, and but man, he loves it. Loves it. Absolutely. We're talking about a guy that's I don't know, almost 70, and I can promise you he will never buy a gas vehicle again. So that's something coming. It's a interesting thing.
Yeah.
But
my problem is until we get, it's probably to get off the track here, but until we get to where we're running everything off nuclear power, it's a pipe dream because we spend more fossil fuels to make those vehicles and to charge them than they save. And it's we just got to commit to it, right? And then good with it. I really want alcohol fuel vehicles
on nuclear. That we should have done that a long time ago, for sure.
Well, and they don't have the batteries down yet. I've seen a lot of fires.
It's a real thing.
Fire, it's gone.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I have to say is some of the precious raw minerals and stuff they need for these batteries and all these electric vehicles. And you can find videos on it. Of course, China leads all that, but they go in and literally blast the land, basically water strip, and they leave the land barren, and it's good for nothing. Digging for a lot of these precious metals, so they can make a lot of this stuff. And so we also as a world, we've got to do a balance, too, and so you're going to save money on petroleum products and all that, but then it pulls back and forth both directions. And so I hopefully one day we can find something that will equal out everything, and
it's a good conversation to have, for sure. We can't have it tonight.
Oh no.
Yes. Thank you so much for letting me come in tonight. I just wanted to say had a really good conversation with Dylan over at Huntsville Guns LLC. Great conversation. He's a really knowledgeable guy, and check it out if you can. And man, I thank you for letting me come on here tonight and just talk to you guys. I always love talking to you guys and doing stuff with you. So it's a
good
great
to see
thing.
you again, Jeremy.
The firearms community on YouTube is the best community, and let's keep it that way.
You betcha.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Well, thank you so much for being here, buddy. So Country Rimfire, what you got coming up, brother?
Love you.
Well, still working.
Hi, Jeremy.
Still working with that dual camera thing. Today I messed it up pretty good. Well, I paused them and then get everything set up, and so that I don't have to because when you just had one camera, you could pause it whenever you wanted and mess around, right? Well, now I figured out if you do that with dual cameras, you're going to be syncing up video, for 3 days.
Welcome
So
to video editing.
yeah, and then so I paused them. I got them both running and then paused them until I set everything up, and then I was going to just hit unpause. And on the one, I must have accidentally hit the off. And so I'm talking to the other camera, like there's two cameras there. I haven't seen the video yet, but I know, and I'm showing stuff to the one camera that's off. And you know what I mean? Holy cow. So I'm trying to get that dual camera thing better. And I just released a St. Patty's Day target. So if everybody wants to smack that leprechaun that was slapping my pills last year during Day at the Ranges challenge. Oh my gosh, I think I shot that 30 times probably. But,
what ticks me off about his challenge, that New Year's challenge? I went out and I shot a 13 and a 14, and I threw the targets away. I go, that's not good enough. It's in the lead. It's like,
man, yeah, I never throw any of. I save every single target of mine. They're all in a deal. So don't throw them away, Hasbro.
Yeah, it's like, man, I'm gonna shoot it again maybe tomorrow.
I hope you have good weather. I hope you get to shoot, brother.
Yeah,
me too.
But now, Country Rimfire, yeah. See, like I walk down and start my one at the target, and then I walk back up and start my video. So I have to do all my syncing on the editing, especially if you use 3 cameras. You can't turn them all on at the same time.
Right.
And so, but
so
yeah,
you got a little bit of you got a long pause before you get back to the other camera to sync that over. Do they sync automatically, but with a program?
No, you just editing software,
Yeah.
Yeah, C4 Defense. He says, "What is this?" Hey, buddy, how you doing? We're fixing to end this show. We're going around the chat, and we've had a fun time tonight. And so, Garage Guy, what you got coming up, buddy?
Well, yesterday I uploaded a video about my Tars 327 revolver. Thing shoots really well, and I was really impressed with the way it handled 32 H&R Magnum. I really just enjoyed shooting that. Very accurate, very flat shooting. Also, here in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing my favorite firearm purchases of the previous year video. I usually try to have that by the end of December, maybe middle January, but this past winter here, I hadn't been able to get out and do a lot of shooting until the last few weeks. And and those guns at 327 was the last firearm I bought last year, so I got them all covered now. So
all right,
cool.
I'm going to have three favorites this year.
All right, good deal. Looking forward to the video.
I've been doing a video like that every year since I believe it was 2018. So why not?
Wow.
Why stop now?
You betcha.
But I enjoyed being on here. When my internet was down, I really missed hanging out with you guys. These people over in the side chat, it was really rolling tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and get off here myself. But I hope to catch y'all again here soon.
All right, buddy. Well, you have a good evening. Thank
care.
you very much for being on here. And guys, go check out Garage Guy 879 and also Country Rimfire. Appreciate you being on here, buddy. You have a good evening.
Later, brother.
And Hasbro, what you got coming up?
Well,
we run you a little over
BB
midnight.
guns.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all right. BB gun stuff. I hope to be able to go out and shoot 22. This is just one of them. That's my target right now. And some of the other guys, I got to shoot their targets too. But between my health and the weather, it's just not been happening. But maybe tomorrow there's a small window. Today was just howling wind. It had been no good at all. But doing that, finally, with a gun that looks just like this, I shot a perfect target today. That was fun.
Nice.
Last night, actually, I should say. So that was cool. This one I just got done rebuilding today. Put new seals in it. It's a 99, and it's breaking in. And I've never tracked one with synthetic seals from the time you put them in to watch how the velocities keep bumping up. It's pretty interesting. So I did a short chronograph test of it, but it's still climbing and still is erratic. So it's breaking in, but it's pretty cool. Pretty fun thing to do to rebuild these things. So anyway, a 1950 gun is back to new. So it's that kind of stuff. When the weather's bad, I'll be shooting indoors, this kind of stuff. When the weather's good and I can get off work, I'll be hitting that range.
Oh yeah. And I just enjoyed those BB gun challenges this winter. It was a lot of fun to do. And yeah. I did a couple. There's a couple, or well, I did one. I never did actually get that released of one of the Daisy 101. Actually, I should still have all the video stuff. I don't know what happened. I got busy or whatever, and I didn't get the video like downloaded and released. So, but I need to do that because get that up and going, because your challenge ends March 17th, right?
Yep, that's what it is.
And awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here, buddy. You guys everybody go check out Hasbro's channel. Always a fun time. And I just want to thank everybody for being here tonight. If you've been on here live or watching, the rewind or whatever, I appreciate each and every one of you. And before we say goodbye, though, we'll be coming right back. But I got this important message to share with y'all.
I am gravely disappointed. Once again, you have made me unleash my dogs of war.
Howdy, everybody. How y'all doing?
There has been too much violence, too much pain. But I have an honorable compromise. Just come join us. Saturday nights, 11 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Sunday metric. Just join us, and there will be an end to the horror. Just join us.
So that's DM Foss's show. It comes on 1 p.m. metric. That's 1 p.m. Central. So anyway, he's out there on the West Coast. So if you're a night owl or you're up late, go check out his show. Always a lot of fun. I wish I could stay up for it every time. Sometimes I just gotta watch a rewind. But anyway, go check him out if you're still up. And anyway, I appreciate everything. And we had somebody else jump in here late. T4 284 USA says, "Well, crap, I got here late." Well, yeah, we missed you, buddy. Well, thanks for jumping in anyhow. But anyway, I want to thank the VIPs. They're scrolling down below. They're awesome. Their money that comes in from the memberships, VIP memberships, that goes for all the giveaways. So they're making, every time somebody wins, they're making somebody's day better. So anyway, I appreciate each and every one of them so much. And anyway, we're going to leave y'all with this. Remember, God, family, and country. Make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll be seeing y'all again. We love you, Hillbilly Nation. Everybody say goodbye.